The purpose of this video is to talk about the armor of God and what to do to put the armor of God on. Ephesians 6:11. The Apostle Paul talks about the armor of God and putting the whole armor on. He says, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with truth." So the belt of truth. The belt of truth is referencing Jesus Christ when he says in John 14:6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." So how do you get the belt of truth? You have to look to Jesus Christ for it. The next thing the Apostle Paul says is having put on the breastplate of righteousness. So the breastplate of righteousness also comes from Jesus Christ. I'm going to read in Romans 3:21 through 22, and also Romans 3:10. And there's a reason for that, for reading both of those passages. So let me go ahead and read in 3:21 through 22 first. But now the righteousness of God apart from the law is revealed. So therefore we don't get righteous by the law, being witnessed by the law and the prophets, even the righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ. So let's recap real quick. The belt of truth is Jesus Christ. The breastplate of righteousness is Jesus Christ. And the reason I know this is also because of Romans 3:10, because he says, "There is none righteous, no, not one." So as humans, we are not righteous. It has to come through Christ. So back to Ephesians. The next thing that we need to put on is the shoes of peace. So John 14:27. John 14:27 says, and this is Jesus speaking, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." So again, we've got the belt of truth comes from Jesus. The breastplate of righteousness comes from Jesus. And shoes, or peace for shoes, comes from Jesus. So let's look at the shield of faith. The shield of faith. Let's look and see what Hebrews 12:2 says. "Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and hath sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." And we can very much read John 3:16 for the helmet of salvation. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life." So we get our helmet of salvation from Jesus Christ. Then the last thing we're going to look at is the sword of the Spirit, which a lot of people say is the Word of God, right? So the Word of God, let's look at John 1:1. "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And we know that the Word is Jesus Christ. So pretty much our entire armor of God comes from one person, and that is Jesus Christ. So I hope and pray that you have Jesus Christ, because if you have Jesus Christ and you've got his salvation and you've got his armor, his peace, his truth, his word, because once you ask Jesus into your heart, you are complete through your union with Jesus Christ. You have the armor of God. Are you using it? You have